Hey, so as you can tell, I didn't actually keep you all updated with daily blogs from CPC. I got busy going to the workshops and the general sessions and then just meeting with different people in ministry. And so sorry I didn't actually update at the end of the day, but I did want to get back on here and share with you guys some of the great things that I had learned at CPC. For those of you who maybe didn't watch the last one, CPC is Children's Pastors Conference, and it's a national conference where children's ministers from different denominations and churches come together and just focus on how we can minister better to the next generation. And it's a time where we build each other up and we talk about, different things that are going on in our ministries, and we have the opportunity to learn from a variety of people who have been there, done that, and want to share what they've learned. Um, and so I've come back so energized and with so many great ideas that I hope to share with you guys in the future, and things that I hope will help our ministry grow and be even better. One of the big things that I learned this week, or this past week, was just the reminder to celebrate. The theme this year for CPC was celebration. And one of the nights we talked about celebrating our freedom in Christ and how really, as Christians, if we're breathing and we're alive, we need to be sharing the good news that Jesus has saved us, that we are free from our sin, and that, no matter how we share it, it doesn't have to be some big elaborate speech. It doesn't have to be, anything like that. It's just the sharing in our daily lives, with the people around us, and especially those we're close to. We need to make sure that we share with them the change that Jesus has brought into our life. And equipping the kids in our ministries to be able to share their story and the freedom that they have from sin. Another thing that I was just reminded of was that prayer works. We spent a lot of time talking about leading kids in prayer and getting them in an atmosphere of prayer and teaching them how to pray. And we all know that prayer is simply spending time talking to God, but really just, teaching them that it's thanking God and not just, using Him as a genie to grant all of our wishes, but thanking Him for the blessings He's given us, praising Him even though things are hard, and still giving our requests to Him, and lifting those up in prayer, and that nothing is too small to bring to God. And then too, that praying together works. One of the big things that I'm very excited about that I'll share with you guys coming up in the future when I've ironed out a few more details is just cross-generational prayer. We have so many people in our church, and one of the big things that people can do that even sometimes I forget about is praying for our kids and our teenagers. And even though, you may not be able to commit to volunteering in a ministry, because of work or school or whatever else you have going on in your life, you always can take time to pray. And so, like I said, there's a few things in the works to go along with that, things that I hope you guys will be excited about in the future when I share them with you. But you can even start now praying for the ministry, praying for the leadership, praying for the kids and the families in our ministry at Liberty. And so I would just encourage you, to be doing that. I know I was encouraged to really up my prayer life and spend time, on my face in front of the Lord, just praying and lifting up the kids and families in our church. And just, the reminder of, we're not alone in ministry, that we all can work together, and we all have the common goal of wanting to see the next generation be raised up to be strong spiritual leaders who are going to change this world for Christ and share the good news of the gospel. And so I was so excited, to hear from a lot of the great speakers, and I'll be sharing some of those things with the volunteers through the training coming up on February 7th, and then also through subsequent, big word, things. And so thank you again for allowing me to be the leader of this ministry, and for encouraging me. Thank you to the leadership, Pastor Beischer and Pastor RT, for encouraging me to go to these things and learn more so that I can, be refreshed and energized, but also have new ideas to bring to our ministry. And so, like I said, I apologize for not updating you guys while I was there. I know if you go on Ryan Frank's blog, you will be able to see some of his highlights from what he learned in his time there and some things that were brought about. Also, if you want more information, you can absolutely Google incm.org. That is the company that puts on CPC for us. You can also look up Children's Pastors Conference 2015 and get information there. And so just thanks again for watching. I would love to hear from you guys. Anything you want to share with me, maybe something that God is teaching you, something that you've learned this week. Maybe even a truth that you knew before that God has reminded you of, just like He reminded me of the power of prayer. So I guess that's all for now. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys later. Bye.